Yeah, now it's starting right now. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the first ever live Lens of Yashu Zad Vibez interview. This will be the first live interview that I've done so far, and joining me today is Zad Vibez. How are you doing today, man?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing great so far. uh you know you it was like an interesting story so far, reaching out and speaking on your piece too, and like me checking out the music, a lot of dope styles and energies like on a variety of the projects so far.
Yeah.
So so I guess let's start it off right now. For the comment gang, like, comment, tell me what you like about the interview so far, and yeah, let's get it started. So where did you grow up, and what was the environment like for you, like as well as like your childhood? Would you say that it was like a good experience growing up, or would it be different?
Well, I grew up in Lithonia, Georgia, which is a was in Metro Atlanta. The environment predominantly black. Um, you there was there's a couple shootings here and there, but overall, it's a great place. Very great.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, Atlanta and Lithonia, like they seem like pretty dope cities, just to be by, and just like have like a family for Black excellence. And usually with Atlanta, I ask like a lot of my Atlanta guests, like, what do they like about like Atlanta, like how it's like a city of like Black excellence. Can you tell me like more about that in a sense?
Yeah, our history, musically, historically, it's powerful, very powerful. The energy is different. A lot of things happen here which changed through history. So I feel like Atlanta is a great place to grow up in.
No doubt, no doubt. And as well, I don't know if you're currently like still in high school or if
Yeah,
you're in college right now. All right.
in my
So I
high school.
guess true. So I guess like the high school experience for you is like very like interesting, with football, like with the football teams, with the different like cliques, everything like that as well.
Yes, very different. Yeah, like I said, it's here in Atlanta. The energy, the vibe is different, but in a good way though.
True, true. All right. So growing up in Lithonia, was there ever like any inspiration from there that made you want to pursue more in the music scene there?
Actually, yes. In the music industry, not a lot. There's some, but not a lot of artists come out of Lithonia. So I feel like as an artist from Lithonia, it gives me more of like it's a benefit because they barely hear us. Because usually when you hear artists from Atlanta, it's from Atlanta. You never hear Lithonia.
No doubt. Yeah, because it's interesting too, because I know there's like other artists from like other areas, like in Savannah, Georgia, they have Quando, like Rondo. In Augusta, Georgia, they have TK Kravitz and Cash from TK and Cash. Um, in like Lawrenceville, they might have like an artist from right there from Decatur. They'll have like Coca Vango. In Gwinnett, they'll have like the Migos and like Ruby Rose and a lot of the places too. So it's kind of like more of an interesting sense there.
Yeah.
True, true. And so growing up, what was your musical history and background like, and what inspired you to become a rapper and musician in a sense?
My brother, he plays the trombone and he knows a lot about music. I don't know as much as him, but he inspired me. He graduated in a HBCU recently. He's doing great. He's trying to do great things, and yeah, I look up to him.
No doubt, no doubt. And I guess just like even from like listening to like different like influences, like would you say you would have like different influences like when it comes to your sound, or like different artists that you've grown up like listening to in a sense?
Well, I used to always Listen, my mom always used to blast Biggie Smalls. And as I grew up, I grew up listening to Rick Ross. Um, and now I'm influenced by X, Ski Mask. All them, my sound is influenced by them. So yeah.
True, true. And like in the future, like, do you have like anyone that you would like to like work with someday and all that? Because I know some people that work with one person, another person will work with like variety. Like, how about like for you in a sense?
Well, now sadly that X is gone. I can't. But another person I would love to make music with Ski Mask Some God. Very cool. It'd be a great experience.
True, 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 true. So so like for people that have never like listened to your music out there, how would you describe your music to someone who's interested in like hearing your music? And like what songs or projects would you like recommend them to like listen to?
Well, most of my songs are very hype, and it can get your blood flowing depending on how you feel about it. I make some low songs, but I would recommend listening to Shame by Hate by me because it's talking about how haters they they can also motivate you. Like motivation and when they always talk smack about you, but look at us now. You feel me? Yeah. So
True, true. Um, I was just like wondering, like, like throughout the start of your music career, like even before COVID, did you ever like perform like live before? Like, have you ever did like a live show where you opened up for someone, like, or like
sadly, no. Um, I've been doing this for 3 years.
oh, true.
I've been doing this for 3 years, but along those 3 years, I tried to get myself. I tried to get better in my craft before I started doing shows. But I feel like personally, I feel like I evolved as an artist because you can ask anyone. I used to sound very different what I do now, but practice makes permanent.
No
Practice
doubt,
makes permanent.
no doubt. Like, like in some cases too, like some people like they have like a dream like show or festival that they would like to perform at. So like, if you were to like see like a certain amount of fame, which like festival like would you like perform at someday, or like even like which show would you like ever perform at someday?
You're saying what show would I perform at?
Like which like event or like festival would you like to perform in like someday? Like, do you want to perform in like Rolling Loud someday? Do you want
Oh
to?
yes, yes. The energy at Rolling Loud. Yes, that is one of my dreams. Rolling Loud. I've seen a lot of artists like Ski Mask and X on there. Um, Rolling Loud definitely, and what's some other ones? I also love to like based on the holidays. There's a lot of festivals based on holidays. That'd be cool too. If I ever get asked to perform at a certain holiday event, I'd love to, because this is what I do it for.
No doubt, no doubt. Have you like been to like Rolling Loud before as like a fan or like a spectator before, or have you like you've never like been to like a show or anything like that before?
No, I haven't. But based on what I've seen online, the energy is magnificent.
Yeah. I mean, like Rolling Loud, I think it has to be like one of the most like dopest like music festivals. Like I've never been there before too, but like from the videos and stuff like that, like it's definitely crazy, like something that's like surreal, and I never thought like it would actually like manifest into something bigger. And looking at it now, like it's bigger and better every year either way. So yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of artists are there. So see, for example, look at the underground right now. The underground, we're all working together at this point. Um, and I feel like if together if we work together, I mean, if we work together and we actually reach that point of fame where we perform at Rolling Loud, it'd be great. It would be a great experience because once upon a time we dreamed this and now we fulfilled it. You feel me?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I was like listening to like a lot of your songs, and you had a song called like Round One K.O, which is like a diss track aimed at like someone like in SoundCloud. I don't know if you want to like talk more about that and like the history of it, or if it's something that's like dead and gone, like in a way.
So I would love to. I would love to talk about it. So round one KO, sorry, round one KO is a diss track, as you see. Um, so around November, you know, elections, political views, a lot of stuff was going on in November. So I'm not gonna talk about my political views and everything because we
Yeah, no
have
worries.
yours. But around that time, I was congratulating the the new president. I just spoke my political view, but even I just say I wasn't, but I was congratulating the new president, and basically, an anonymous person. I'm not gonna say his name, but an anonymous person. He messaged me in my Instagram, and the opposite. He was going for the other person, and he came for me.
Oh
So
wow.
long. I'm sorry, what you say?
No, I said, oh wow, like in a sense, like
Yeah, this all started from a political view, and then it turned personal for him. I wanted to turn personal. He came for me, and around the end of the argument, which I thought was the end of the argument, I told him, "Don't bring this into our music careers because it's going to affect it." And what does he do? He makes a diss track about me. Even when I told him not to, I warned him. I warned the guy, and he dropped his diss track. Then later, I dropped my diss track. Wait, not only did he drop his diss track by himself, he dropped it with another person.
oh
Me and this dude, he signed me like in a small label. So they'll just get my music on Spotify and stuff. But he signed me, and yeah, the other person that was in the label, he did the diss track with. I was like, you know what? He wants to do that. I'll get my boy. And me and him, we made round one KO, and we destroyed the other person. And that's how it came to be.
true. It's crazy like that too, because sometimes you never hear like politics like on a song, like like usually on a diss track too. I know like with many people like Ice Cube and like Kendrick and Kanye, like they'll be very political like in their stances and in their thought concepts, but they would never take it like personally to someone else who doesn't agree. Do you feel
Right.
like like in that situation with what that guy did, like was it like very corny in a sense to come for you musically in a sense?
Yes, like I told him not to. I gave him a warning not to do it because I know how much of an effect it would have on our careers. He had his own career. I had my own career. And I felt like doing a diss track, it was just gonna stop what we were doing first and focus on that's if you want to focus on the diss track. But I decided to focus on the diss track because not only is that it was fun. It was fun to make. It was fun to me. And like because I know I destroyed him. I personally think if he was gonna make it diss about me, with not only one but him and another person, he should have made a better song. I'm sorry, I said it, but he should have made a better diss.
Okay.
And because we're all underground artists here, we all record on something to help us record. But no one was feeling it, and he has to take that in that no one was feeling his diss track. That's part of music.
Yeah.
And then I guess when he saw that everyone liked mine, um, he took it personally even more. He made another diss track called
Oh,
"Murdered by Invitation" with the same person. I was going to do another one, but I decided not to because I got plans. I don't know about him, But I ain't trying to waste my time with this diss track. Not a second one. I got plans in life. I got goals. But yeah, that's about it.
True, I definitely know what you mean. Just getting back more into the music stuff too. Like on your SoundCloud, you've dropped like a variety of releases, like including like EPs and like mixtape and like a mixtape. So tell me more about the creative processes for those projects and what inspired you to make them in a sense.
Well, I would start by saying each one of my albums are there for a reason. Each one of my albums are like a timeline. So it's based off what happened in those months. So like my most recent one is called The Book of Z. It was basically about the diss track. That's why the diss track was in there. It was about me evolving. That's why I called the outro 2020. I made my first drill song. Um, a lot of that. A lot of I met this girl. That's she was in there too, but she wanted to be anonymous, so I'm not gonna mention her. But yeah, a lot of my albums are timelines, and that's I feel like that's important for an artist to make a album in each part of their life. Sorry, in each part of about each part of their life, because it gives the listener a better understanding of what's happening in your life. They just have to hear your lyrics, because lyrics are a huge part of being a recording artist.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And it's crazy too because like I'll just like tell a story for like the people out here too. So actually, I wanted to become a rapper like a while back, like not like now recently, but like years and years ago. It's actually a crazy story too. So it's like like in 2015, I'd say like mid 2015, after like doing like like poetry slams and all that type of stuff in school, I decided like, hey, I'll try my best to do something in music. And it started out for me to like I've dropped like some projects here and there too, like on DatPiff. Used to be on SoundCloud, but like not anymore. And with me, I never really had like a goal in mind, like towards like thinking about creating a style for the project or what the style is, but I made it either way too. I wouldn't say it's like in the best condition, but in some cases too, it's either good here and there. But how do you like in some like with you when you're in your journey towards like being a rapper, at what point did you take it like more seriously when you were like making music and such?
At one point, well, 20 when I started to realize people actually listen to my music, and I feel like if people are listening to me, I need to get better and better, because, like I said, I've been doing music for 3 years, and I sound much different. I've been practicing. I've been studying. That's a huge part of being a musician. You have to study different artists. You have to study on how on your sound. I feel like some artists will say making a lot of music won't help you in life when it comes to being a rapper, and you actually want to make it. But what I personally think, it would benefit you, because if you're making a lot of music, it will help you learn your sound on how good you sound like in each song. So if you listen to any of your old songs and you hear how good it was or how many plays it got, you better stick with that, because that's what people like.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And I know like with some people too, like a lot of people will mainly drop the music on SoundCloud, some on Bandcamp, and others like on Spotify or like Apple Music too. So I would say that SoundCloud's like more of your preference, like in releasing music. And like maybe like in the future, would you ever release your music like in Bandcamp or like Spotify or Apple Music like someday?
Yes, I'm actually working on it. Tomorrow, I'm dropping my first, not my first. It was one of my songs on my first studio album. It's called Shame by Hate. It's dropping tomorrow on Spotify. I'm very excited because it's a very good song. A lot of people liked it. So that's an example of what I mean by getting to know your sound. And if people like it, you stick with that sound.
No doubt, no doubt. I think I have like this one like last question to state. So like aside from releasing your song tomorrow, do you have any other plans for 2021 in terms of any music, other creative projects, and so forth? And do you have any final words that you would like to say for any creative or any person out there pursuing their dreams?
Yes. So for the rest of 2021, I'm making a lot of music. I'm focused on getting heard. I'm going to a lot more studios because of right now I'm making music from home. But I dropped one album this year. I'm trying to drop four more this year alone. And for all the people who want to become artists and want to follow their dreams, just never give up. That's what you got. You can't just never give up. I know you heard it before, but hear from me today. Never give up, because I almost gave up once, and I had someone tell me multiple times, never give up. Because look where I am now. I got 4K. I got 4K plays on SoundCloud. Some people probably won't see it as a lot, but I feel like that was an accomplishment because there was once upon a time I had zero. So never give up. Keep keep going for what you want to go for, because if you keep pursuing, you will reach it.
No
Okay.
doubt, no doubt. And I guess this would be kind of like the end of the interview, like on YouTube. So, Zad Vibes, thank you for coming by and speaking your piece. You could find this full interview like this on YouTube since it's a live stream, so it'll most likely keep the recording. Hopefully, I'll do something like the way I do my other videos, like with the logo and everything like that. But could be soon. But you could definitely find an access to this link right here on YouTube. And Zad Vibes, thank you for coming by and speaking your piece.
No problem, man.
No
Thank
problem,
you for
brother.
having me.
No problem. And till next time.
Till next time. Have a good one.
Yes. Yeah, you too, man.